Hi friends, welcome back to Chatty Cathy Budgets. Here we take simple ingredients to make delicious food for our families because cooking does not have to be expensive and it does not have to be hard. Alright friends, so first up this week, we scored these chickens on sale for 99 cents a pound at our local grocery store. Whenever you can find chicken on sale, especially 99 cents a pound, that's the time that you want to stock up. One chicken can feed your family for the entire week. So first off, we're going to do a simple roasted chicken dinner. We're going to cut up 3 ribs of celery, 2 carrot sticks, and some onion and some garlic. This was a giant onion, so I really only used a small portion of it, and you'll see throughout the rest of the video that we stretched this onion through several of our meals. Just another way to show you that ingredients can go a very long way, and it doesn't have to be super complicated or super expensive. Alright, so once our chicken is all stuffed with our vegetables, we're going to add just some simple basic seasonings, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. If you only have a limited budget to stock up on seasonings, definitely make sure that you have these ones. You can make so many different foods, and as you see, I'm just using Great Value brand. These cost only a little over $1 at my Walmart. I'm sure near you it's probably around the same, and if you can't get to a Walmart, then you can get these at the dollar store or pretty much anywhere else for relatively low prices. So moving on, we are going to have some basic baked potatoes with our roasted chicken, and these are also just simply seasoned with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then they're going to bake in the oven right alongside the chicken. So the chicken went in at 350 degrees. Rough math, you do it at about 20 minutes per pound. If your chicken for some reason is still a little frozen in the center, because we've all been there, right? It's just going to take a little bit longer. These potatoes, again, because they're roasting alongside with the chicken, they took about an hour and a half because 350 is a little bit of a lower temperature, but that's okay. They'll still cook completely and everything is going to come out wonderfully. In addition, I just served these with a basic can of green beans seasoned with a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper, and that was it, guys. This dinner was absolutely delicious. My children enjoy this, my husband enjoys this, as do I. It sometimes just goes to show that the simplest ingredients, the basic foods, really do taste the best in the end. So day 2, as you can see, we have about 6 cups of that chicken left. All of the bones, all of the skin, and all the vegetables that were used to roast the chicken is going in a crock pot filled with water so that we can make our own bone broth. This again, I just add salt, pepper, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar to it. The vinegar helps draw out the nutrients in the bones. I set this to the max temperature that it'll go, or max time, I mean, which is 10 hours, and then as I walk past it in the kitchen, I keep resetting the timer because I want this bone broth to go for about 2 days to get the max amount of nutrients out of it that I can. Next, we are going to turn some of that leftover chicken into a chicken lo mein. We're going to grate some ginger. We're going to slice up some onion. Again, that was part of that giant onion that we cut the day before. We're also going to add some scallions or green onions, however you want to call them. And then we're also going to use a bag of coleslaw mix. Sometimes it's just easier to grab it pre-chopped in the store in the bag. And we're also going to add quite a bit of garlic. This is going to give us that umami flavor, that Asian type of flavor. And then we're going to make a simple sauce, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. Alright, to our hot skillet that's been heating up with a little bit of olive oil in it, we're going to add all of those vegetables that we just chopped up. We're going to let them saute until they're soft and translucent. This just takes a few minutes. Then we're going to add that bag of coleslaw mix. This usually is just some cabbage and some carrots all chopped up for us. And then we're going to boil some spaghetti noodles on the side. You could use regular lo mein noodles if you can find them in your store, but regular spaghetti works just fine for us. And then our sauce is simply going to be made up of some soy sauce, some sriracha, some garlic powder, apple cider vinegar, pepper, and some brown sugar. If you like a saucier lo mein, feel free to double this recipe, but this is how that we like to do it. We're going to add 2 cups of chicken to that vegetable mixture, then our spaghetti noodles, then our sauce. We're just going to toss it all around, and that's it, guys. This dinner comes together super fast, and boy is it tasty. I hope you guys make this one. I'm sure your family will love it just as much as we do. Night 3, we're going to make a chicken taco soup. We're going to start by heating up some olive oil in the bottom of our soup pot here. We're going to add in the rest of that onion from the other day and some more garlic. We're going to saute these until they're translucent, just a few minutes because you don't want that garlic to burn. Then we're going to add a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies. And then we're going to season this very simply with some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, chili powder, and some cumin, as well as just a little bit of oregano. Go ahead and let those seasonings toast up for just a few minutes, and then add about a 1/4 cup of rice, 2 cups of your leftover chicken. Give that a quick stir, and then we're going to use some of that bone broth that we made earlier the other day, and we're just going to fill this pot with that bone broth until there's just a little bit of room at the top. And then we're just going to add about a tablespoon or so of some lime juice. Give this a quick stir. Then you're going to put the lid on it and let it simmer on low heat for about a half an hour, maybe a little bit longer depending on your rice. Once a half an hour or longer is up, Give it a quick stir, and guys, that's it. That's all this soup took. This was absolutely wonderful. We shredded some sharp cheddar cheese to top this with, as well as some cilantro, and I just served it with some tortilla chips on the side. Our final meal that we are going to be making is a lemon garlic butter chicken pasta. We're starting with 4 cloves of garlic that we're just gonna mince, and then we're gonna cut up 1 head of broccoli. You could use frozen in this if you wanted to. And then we're also gonna zest and juice 1 lemon. We're only gonna use the juice from half of the lemon, and we'll save the other half for another recipe on another day. Alright, to our large sauce pot, we are going to heat up the rest of that bone broth that we made the other day. We are going to cook all of our pasta and our broccoli right in there. And we're also going to add in some water just to make sure that there's enough liquid in there for the pasta and for the broccoli. And to our large skillet, we're going to add quite a bit of olive oil and about 4 or 5 tablespoons of butter, and then we're just going to saute that garlic for a little bit. Then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of wine, a little bit of that lemon juice, just the half, and we're going to also season this with garlic powder, onion powder, and salt and pepper. Now that our broth has come to a boil, we're going to add a 1/2 pound of mini rotini. We're going to cook that until 4 minutes less than it needs to be, and that's when we're going to add the broccoli. Once our pasta and broccoli are just about done, we're going to add our chicken into the sauce, and then we're going to add the broccoli and the pasta and any of that starchy water and stock that comes along with it. And then we're just going to top this with some lemon zest. Guys, this packs a super big, flavorful punch. It's absolutely wonderful, topped lightly with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I promise you guys are going to love this one. So that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you think of these recipes, and I'll see you again next week for some more.